What's up? There we go. All right. Let's live stream some prelims. They start in about 15 minutes. Oops. Oh boy, I'm a mess. They start in about 15 minutes. Only 9 fights. So it honestly should be pretty quick. Somebody just messaged about bets. Hey, is it moneyline parlay or he just straight bets? What the hell are you talking about, bruh? It's labeled. Okay, so God, all over the place here. What's up, guys? MN, good afternoon from Canada. How you doing? Morning in the West Coast. It's got to be somewhat nice. New subscriber, Ray, welcome. Yeah, West Coast has to be nice for, I would prefer early, honestly. I obviously, I don't like these super midday cards, but I would love if main cards started at like 8, ended nice and early. Favorite scary movie? I don't know. It depends. Like the scariest movie I ever saw that actually was like terrifying was probably Strangers, because it's real and it's like creepy and could happen. Ghosts, goblins, all that crap, the hauntings, that doesn't bother me because it's not real. But like you get a bunch of creeps that start messing with you in your house, that one gets you. Place a last-minute bet on Luigi round 1 and round 2 knockout. Luigi said Patty is talking too much shit. Listen, I did buy into the Patty Pinblatt hype. We'll see if I regret that. I may. You know, he does have some losses, but he has enough experience that what is my wife? It's without fail. Hello, Tiffany. I'm live on the internet, and you know that.
I didn't. What kind of ink do we need?
I've texted it to you before.
Yeah, sorry.
You're just gonna have to scroll back. Okay. This is my life. This is my life. Here you go. You want the ink? Unbelievable. I'm like, okay, you're going to Costco. I'm gonna go live while the girls sleep. And then she's gone, what, 4 minutes? And I get a phone call. There you go, woman. Here's the answer to your stupid question. Okay. All right. So Patty Pinblatt. I am buying into the hype. I think Luigi's a perfect fight for him. I think Luigi is tough enough to give Patty an actual fight, capable enough on the ground where it's not just an automatic 2-second submission. And he wings big power shots on his feet. So I think it's a good matchup for both of them. I mean, Luigi gets sort of a UFC newcomer, but Patty, keep in mind, is like a year older than Luigi, has way more fights than Luigi. So Patty, although a UFC newcomer, he's not exactly like just super green and inexperienced. What's up, Bearded? How you doing? I just saw, I already pinned this one. What was it? Here we go. Yes, I did grab the Liudvik plus 3.5. What did I get? I think I got it at 250 last night. It's not on my slide because I made these slides. I placed that bet during a live stream. I think I got it for 250. So if it's at 300, even better. I'm not going to put more money on it. I've already put a full unit, which is a lot for, you know, for chasing. But at plus 300, I mean, all he has to do is not lose, like not get submitted, and win one single round. But his wrestling, as good as it is, it's not crazy he could win a round. It's not crazy. Brian Men cashed some money out of Monkey Knife Fight, put it in Bet Online, done earlier this week. Do me a favor, send us an email. Go to wewantpicks.com. At the bottom, you can contact us. Send me an email with a screenshot of your Bet Online deposit, and we'll send you $20. So if anybody watching doesn't know, if you go to wewantpicks.com/bets, or just go to wewantpicks.com and click on bets, if you do a deposit we send you $20. Actual Venmo, Cash App, whatever you want. We send you $20 literally as a thank you. Obviously, we're trying to grow that relationship with them. We have another betting partner as well, BetUS. I haven't put it on the website yet, but we do have a promo code WWP, and they'll match 125% of your deposit. Both sites have different pros and cons. BetOnline has the best prop bets, the earliest. BetUS is the easiest with putting money in and taking it out. Super easy. They've been around they're like the original online sportsbook. Had to make more plays on Monkey Knife Fight since the Fallout Rojo fight. Yeah. I didn't have Rojo in any of them. I withdrew. So I told you what I do with Monkey Knife Fight. I started with $100 like 8 months ago, whatever it was. And then I withdraw, I play all of it, then withdraw, play all of it, withdraw. At one point I was leaving 200 in and doing withdrawing the winnings. And then I was like, I don't like playing 200 because then I just get too aggressive. So I only do 100. So I leave $100 in. I play all 100 every single week. Then on Sunday when I wake up and I have like 150, 200, some cases 300. If I had a wild night, I withdraw everything except 100 and I start over. And that's how I do it every week. wewantpicks.com/MKF. You guys probably hate all the plugs, but the plugs are what pay for for everything here. I'm sorry, I do not have a link. I have ESPN Plus, so that's how I'm going to watch it. Depending what country you're in, it's free in the UK. So if you're in the US, it might only be on ESPN Plus. I'm not sure. So withdrawing money is super easy. You're not going to get a direct deposit, but with Bitcoin, it's so easy, and you don't need to be like some crypto expert. If you have Cash App accepts crypto. So literally you can withdraw to your Cash App or Coinbase, and that's how they pay us. So obviously we have an affiliate deal. We get paid through Bitcoin. I do it to Coinbase, but I click a button. It's in Coinbase in 10 minutes. Once it's in Coinbase, it is Bitcoin, and you can leave it there and it could go up or down just like stock, right? Or you can sell it and turn it into cash immediately. So that's how I do it. And any, most of them are like that, but it's super easy. And I keep forgetting that Cash App allows cryptocurrencies. So Cash App is the easiest. You can depositing, they'll take anything. Obviously, it's the withdrawing they have to do. You don't have to do crypto. They do have options. They could mail you a check if you want, but I'm all about instant. Give me my money now. I don't want to wait a week. Dalcha money line plus 140. Patty method of victory, double chance KO, TKO, DKO submission. So basically inside the distance, plus 140, 2 units, plus 476. What the hell what am I missing? Is the plus 476 a parlay of those two bets? Dalcha money line and Patty inside the distance. That's what the plus 476 is. Yeah, B-Jab. I got some bets on the screen. I'll walk through the bets we got going on. So here's my bets. What is she texting me? Stop. You know what I'm doing. My freaking wife, she went to Costco, and now I'm just text. Do we need this? Do we need that? What about these? She knows I'm on the internet right now. Anyway, women, they don't care. Here's my bets. I'll walk through my bets very quick. I have Molly McCann minus 115. Listen, that one I'm the most nervous about, if you will. That one I'm not as confident in as I am some of the others. So I do think Molly McCann will close the distance. I do think she'll get this fight to the ground, and I think she'll win from there. But it's not a sure thing. Patty Pinblatt, I am buying into the hype. I put 2 units on minus 154. I'm buying into the hype. He's super slick on the ground. He's got good striking offense. His striking defense is not fantastic. He is hittable. But he's fighting sort of a lesser version of himself. Luigi doesn't have as good a jiu-jitsu, doesn't have as good of technical striking. He is a tough guy. So I'm buying into the Patty hype. I'm all about Patty. I got two units on that. Then I have Derek Brunson. I really like Derek Brunson in the main event, plus 155. If you look at his stats since he has moved to Sanford MMA, he has like 4 to 6 takedowns in every single one of his last 4 fights. So moving to Sanford MMA And Christian, I'll answer your question in a second. Anybody in the chat wants to answer them, go for it. Moving to Sanford MMA has completely changed his game. Darren Till does have very good takedown defense, but I think Derek Brunson takes him down, grinds it out, gets it done. Prop bets. I have Roundtree Bukauskas over 1.5 rounds. You know I love my overs on low rounds. Same with Aspinall Spivak. That's the one that has me worried. Roundtree's a slow starter, so that'll definitely go over 1.5. I'm pretty confident in that one. Aspinall Spivak over 1.5 rounds. Listen, Spivak took that on a week's notice, flew across the world, has a baby. You know, there are some things that make me a little nervous there, but he is tough, prepared, and a good wrestler. Aspinall has very good jiu-jitsu, but, you know, heavyweight jiu-jitsu off your back, how good could it be? So I think Spivak will take him down. You know, he'll probably lose. I mean, Spivak's going to lose this fight most likely, but I think he can take Aspinall down and hang out on top for more than, you know, and survive past 1.5 rounds. So I took that at 1 unit. And then Brunson Till over 3.5. I think that's a battle. I love that the line was 3.5 and not 4.5. So I'll do over 3.5. In DraftKings, Pinblatt or Till, I'll take Patty. He's cheaper, and I think he can win by stoppage. I don't see Till winning. Certainly Till could win by stoppage. So, you know, if I'm on the wrong side of the Till pick, Till probably wins by stoppage and not a decision. So, you know, I would have Pinblatt over Till, especially because he's cheaper and he frees other parts of your lineup up. Yeah, it should have already been canceled, or you should be able to cancel it yourself. I'll text him now just to make sure. Can you free up the Rojo line since it was canceled? We don't. Okay. I texted him. You should be good. I mean, last time that happened, within a few minutes, we were allowed to do that. So, Till 2 extra round Pinblatt has looked real good outside of the UFC. Yeah, and you're answering the question who you would get. And yes, Till does get 2 extra rounds, but, you know, it really depends what side you're on. I think Derek Brunson wins. So 2 extra rounds for Till, I don't think we'll do too much because Till will either get a stoppage and score a ton of points because there's a stoppage, or he's going to be on his back defending takedowns, not really getting off, not scoring as well as he should. Where Paddy Pinblatt, I think, gets a takedown. I think gets a submission. So I think Paddy Pinblatt can put away Luigi Vendramini. Maybe not early, but I think he can put him away. Where Darren Till could absolutely knock out Brunson. Brunson doesn't have the most amazing chin, but, you know, if we're looking at the fighters and their opponents, Paddy Pinblatt is supposed to beat Luigi, should beat Luigi, is better than Luigi everywhere. Darren Till has better hands than Derek Brunson, and that's where that ends. Derek Brunson has better wrestling. Derek Brunson has better fight IQ. Derek Brunson has better everything else in MMA except chin. Although they've both been put out. Mccann or Zawada? Listen, I like Mccann in this fight. But Dan did his whole sales pitch on Zawada and why Zawada is so good. So, you know, maybe Zawada. I like McCann, but, you know, Dan's onto those things. He's pretty sharp. And I think you guys have like literally 1 minute to lock your lineups in. So lock it in. And if you guys didn't realize that, I'm sorry, but this fight starts early as hell. So start locking. Start locking. So somebody on Instagram is asking me questions about our bets, but they're labeled. The money line bets, are those just straight bets, or does it? No. Oh, gotcha. Each individual straight bet. Okay. All right. So this is going to be just sort of a fun, random midday fight companion. Come on. It literally won't let me play it until exactly 1 p.m. I'm Central Time US, but, you know, let's just chat, hang out. No alcohol because it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I have children, which is probably why I should be drinking, but I got to raise them when I'm off here. Oh, yeah. Plus, I probably drank a little too much on last night's live stream. I heard about that. That sucks. Yeah, okay. As far as Rojo lines, let me see what I can do. Yeah, so Chris is trying to refund it now. He said he hid them from the site so no new money could come in, but if money was already in, you'll get your refund. He's saying, let me see if you can just cancel it right now instead of waiting for it to process any of that. All right, let's go ahead and watch these fights. What fight are you guys most excited for? We got Jacobs. Whoa. There goes my copyright strike. Can you guys hear? Let me know after that loud outburst. I lowered the volume. Let me know if you can hear the fights because I want to listen to it with volume, but I also am not trying to get a copyright strike. I could put headphones in, but it's a pain. What fight are you guys most excited for? I think, obviously the main event should be good, and there's a lot of good fights overall on this card, even though there's only 9 fights total. But I think I'm curious to see the debut of Paddy the Baddy, and I'm very curious to see Dalcha, and then the main event has me interested. All the fights are should be fun matchups, but only a few of them actually tickle my fancy, which is such a stupid thing to say. So we're just hanging out, watching the fights. Anybody new? If you're not, if you haven't been here before, we break down fights every single week. We give you DraftKings picks, Monkey Knife Fight plays, our bets, our picks, the whole 9. So now I'm just watching the fights, hanging out, and seeing if I'm going to win money or lose money. We've been up the last however many weeks. We have been up. Jacob's up massive. I'm always up every week for the most part. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's usually like a unit. A big week for me is 2 or 3. Jacob was up like 30 last week. I'm a slow and steady wins the race kind of guy. Jacob is feast or famine. He was up 30 last week, but I know he's had to make deposits previous weeks. So, his row is a ton of fun, and he's pretty sharp on some of his picks despite his antics. I mean, he's just an absolute muppet in real life, and his personality needs more work than you could ever imagine. But his insight's not terrible. Let's see. You're looking forward to Jourdain and Erosa. Yeah, that should be a fun one. Short notice changes things for sure. Erosa taking it short notice, the catch weight. My 2 cents there were the fact that it's at a catch weight means Erosa's probably wasn't in shape because you don't typically need a catch weight for a short notice fight. So to ask for 5 pounds means he probably had to cut. Let's say a normal fighter cuts about, when they enter camp, they're anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds over. Sometimes more, depending what weight class you're in. They work themselves down. The actual weight cut itself is like 10 to 15 pounds, depending who you are and depending what your weight class is. And that's just straight up water weight. So for him to need 5 pounds on short notice means he probably had to cut 25 pounds. And he's like, I need, just give me a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what Erosa looks like. But that should be a good fight. Paddy the Banny. That's stupid. The way Jacob said that's like stuck in my freaking head now. No, so Ryan Hall is just an absolute clown who has never learned takedowns or refuses to shoot takedowns. It's very bizarre. And actually, when we had Dean Thomas on here talking about the fights and his job with the UFC and all that stuff, Jacob asked him about Ryan Hall. And he was like, I talked to Ryan Hall after that fight. I was like, dude, you got to learn how to wrestle. And he was like, Ryan Hall responded saying, I'm actually a very good wrestler. So apparently Ryan Hall can wrestle or thinks he can wrestle. He doesn't use it for whatever reason, just rolls around on his back and praying to God somebody steps in. That was definitely Jacob's worst pick of all time. But usually, even when he loses, they're usually decent picks. And they put up a good fight. But Ryan Hall, that was rough. Yeah, it's very strange to achieve what he's achieved with such a limited skill set. I mean, he's very good at one thing, incredibly good at one thing, remarkably good at one thing, but one thing. And I'll never understand, and I'm a wrestler who then, I transitioned to jiu-jitsu. But I'll just never understand these pure jiu-jitsu practitioners who don't want to learn how to wrestle. Like, don't you want to be in control? Don't you want to get it to the ground? You're just hoping it'll get to the ground. Like, you don't start on your knees. What's up, Joe? Joe is in the Poconos till Monday. Catch a few fights or highlights of the card. Good luck. Enjoy. Let's cash. Yeah, thanks for hopping in, Joe. Enjoy your vacation. I mean, it's an early card. Obviously, I'll watch some of these fights with you guys. Let me put the come on, Cletus. Let's put this on the screen. Their lock of the week opens the card. And Jacob's probably listening to us. Jacob got some food and he's probably watching at home with his little girly. So he's not joining us. What the hell? I just shared the same thing. But he's probably listening because he's a creep like that. This is what Jacob does, straight up. Jacob, when he doesn't join, he either watches it live or watches it back, screen records on his phone, and then texts Dan every time I say something. Dan, look what Angelo just said. Like, he's literally just a little snitch, a little crybaby snitch. Oh, Dan just said this. Angelo just said this. Oh, Angelo argued with somebody. It's brutal. Little snitch boy. Where I'm from, you start snitching like that, you get smacked around. So he grew up in a different world. Yeah, everybody say hi to the dork. So they're doing walkouts now. I'm being harsh on Jacob just because I can. He's not here to defend himself. Jacob's lock of the week, Lungiambula versus Barriault. Let me look at Jacob's bets. So Jacob has a ton of bets on Lungiambula, and at the very least, he lives or dies with his lock of the week. He's got Dalcha money line plus 130. Dalcha wins by submission. He grabbed all 3 rounds at plus 2,800, 33, and 4,000. He's got the fight does not start round 3 at plus 125, and then he has Dalcha wins inside a distance, decision, no action. I don't know why he did that one. Just because I guess that covers if Dalcha loses, but not really. You just get a refund. So I mean, you already have money on fight does not start. You have money on the submissions. You have money line. I don't know why you have that one. Like, when I do a wins inside a distance, decision, no action, I do that like that's the only bet I'll put on somebody. Oh, for saying you get smacked for snitching. It's going to be scary quick. I'm on Dalcha. Listen, I picked Barriault sort of in our breakdown. I agree with everything Jacob said about Dalcha. I hope Dalcha wins by knockout because although I had to pick a winner and I picked Barriault, the reason I picked Barriault is because he's well-rounded. He can grapple, he can wrestle, he can strike. Dalcha is not as good of a striker, but more powerful striker. Dalcha is a better grappler, but he doesn't use any of those other tools, any of them. He uses none of those tools. He only strikes. So with Barriault's ability to mix in all of his skill sets, I picked him to win. But in Monkey Knife Fight, my knockout kings, I threw my man Dalcha in there. So let's hope Dalcha gets a knockout so I could start my night off with a nice win in Monkey Knife Fight Knockout Kings and not have to rely on Aspinall or Till, who and I only threw Till in there just to hedge any bets because I think Derek wins. So we'll see. But Jacob's all over our buddy Dalcha champion. So let's see what happens. I can't believe he's not even joining us for lock of the week. I'm going to text him right now. Absolute loser. You won't even join for lock of the week live reaction. Come on. The lady can wait. That's what happens. Went on a few dates. Jacob's gone now. It's just me, guys. Hopefully you can tolerate me. And Dan will actually join all of our stuff the next couple of weeks. He doesn't have any travel coming up. He just didn't join this because it's in the middle of the day and a weekend, which is tricky. The only reason I can do it is because my kids nap during this time. Hilario is on Barriault round 3. So you think Dalcha gasses is what I'm saying, right? Or what you're saying. Shore is going to be the next Muradov. Maybe. I did not bet on him at all. I got no money on him. I did not bet on him. I think if anything, I have a bet on Liudvik. I bet his opponent plus 3.5 points, which means I bought myself 3.5 points on the judge's scorecard. So all Liudvik has to do is win one single round on the judge's scorecard. And with his wrestling, he could potentially do that. So Jack Shore, after tonight, I'll know if I'm sold on Jack Shore or not. And I'll know, or I keep saying tonight, it's the middle of the day. I'll know, if I'm sold on Jack Shore. And I'll know, we'll all know if Paddy Pinblatt is the real deal. I mean, he's got a lot of fights, so he should be, but we'll see. Yeah, Dalcha looks good. Listen, everybody talks about his cardio issues, and this is at 185, but we've seen him at, 205 or whatever it was, go 5 rounds. So he can do it. He can do it. And he's not like, he gasses, but he's not like a gasses, throws 7 wild strikes, and that's it, done. He gasses because, and later in the rounds, he doesn't gas like end of the first kind of thing. Man, he does look, who he is? He looks like, man, who is that nasty football player that came over to MMA at like 50, won a couple fights, and then retired? That's exactly what his body looks like right now. Sholinian looked bad on the scales. I think Shore ends that quick. Listen, Shore is supposed to win. He's by far the biggest favorite on this card. He's absolutely supposed to win. I just threw a little flyer on Liudvik to just win a single round. And with his wrestling skills, he may be able to do that. And he didn't look great in the scales because he took that fight on short notice, which is also not great for me. All right, let's go. Just started. Yeah, let's hope a Dalcha KO is what I'm rooting for as well. Because I have Knockout Kings on him. And Jacob has his life savings riding on this fight. Let's see. All right. Just sort of feeling each other out. Nothing too exciting going on. And this is the problem with Dalcha. He's got some Khalil Roundtree in him where he is a little hesitant sometimes. He's got that power in his hands, but he doesn't come forward with it. So look at that. He just sits down on it. Big right hook. Sits down, big right hook. Instead of coming forward and dictating, we have Barriault coming forward, touching up Lungiambula. So we'll see. We'll see. For Jacob's sake, for all of you guys that follow the Lock of the Week, and for my Knockout Kings, I'm rooting for Dalcha for sure. But Barriault, it's got the pressure. Uses, oh my God. Dalcha just tried a judo trip. Super sloppy. Super sloppy. Went absolutely nowhere. Barriault coming forward. Dalcha with a nice overhand, but Barriault didn't really react. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm not feeling Lungiambula right now, guys. Barriault touching him. He's got power. He's got power. Like when he lets his hands go, he's got legit power, but he's just so comfortable backing up, which is annoying. Yeah, I would love to see Jacob's reaction right now. He's too busy hanging out to join all of us. But don't worry, guys. I'm here. I'm here with you. Yeah, Dalcha is complacent. And he does have these flurries. He like waits, flurries. Waits, flurries. And if I'm a judge, though, all I see is him backing up. And yes, he has a flurry, but does the flurry make up for all the backing up he's done? So hopefully he gets more comfortable. He starts to let his hands go a little bit. I like that he attempted that judo takedown. It went absolutely nowhere. It was sloppy. He didn't have the right, he didn't block the knee appropriately. But I like that it was at least in his mind. And here's Barriault closing the distance, tying him up against the cage. And this is what I was saying. Barriault's not as good of a grappler. Doesn't have the power, but he mixes it all up really, really well. Oof. Come on, Dalcha. Oh, my goodness. Dalcha almost spun himself completely around with a missed right hook. Shooting a straight-up wrestling double. And there's the judo. He's going to lose it, though. Oh, man. Jacob's got a first-round submission bet at plus 2,800. Dalcha can go to an anaconda here. He just has to drop to his left hip, lock up the arms, circle in. He doesn't have it, though. Oh, man. Yeah, it's gone. But I like that he's mixing it up because you know what's going to happen? The fact that he shot that takedown is going to – now Barriault has to worry about a takedown. He didn't have to worry about that before. Now he does. So maybe Barriault's hands will come down or Dalcha can come down, fake a shot, and then come up top with one of those big power punches. So hopefully he's not completely exhausted from shooting that takedown. But how do you guys score this round so far? He did have a takedown. He did have a takedown. Very interesting. Very interesting. Barriault just shaking his head. No, that this didn't hurt. That didn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, oh man, it's a close round. There was a takedown, but he's just backing up. Judges hate seeing people back up. They like can't get out of their head. 2 takedowns. All right, Dalcha won the round. 2 takedowns. Here we go. I don't know what he's going for here. So Dalcha got a takedown and then picked up Barriault to put him back on his feet. And Dalcha just got cracked with a clean straight right. I think that's got to be 10-9 Dalcha. Are you WTFing the fact that Dalcha had a guillotine and an underhook and just picked up Barriault and put him back on his feet? Talk about fight IQ. What the hell was that? A, what were you looking for? If you're looking for a Darce or an anaconda, or you're looking for a front headlock choke like Matt Hughes did on Ricardo Almeida, why the hell are you lifting? Your shoulders should be in the back and the pressure should be down. And he's the black belt. I'm not a black belt. I've been a blue belt since 2003 because I never wanted to wear the gi. Go away unless you're joining the live stream. Selfish ginger. Jacob's texting me, but join the live stream. You want to talk about fights? Talk about fights in the live stream. You want to sit on your couch and share some sushi? I don't think so, buddy boy. I think Dalcha won that round. Should be 1-0. What do you guys think? Yeah, I mean, if there were no takedowns, 100% he would, but there were 2 takedowns. So it should be 1-0 Dalcha. Yeah, I have it 1-0 Dalcha. Giovanni. I mean, Barriault came out, coming forward again. Ooh, Dalcha sat down on another big shot. He's got the power. He mixed in some takedowns, but Barriault doesn't seem to care. Leg kick seems effective too. I mean, Dalcha's, man, that's what we need, honestly. If you want a Dalcha knockout, we need Barriault to have that reckless phone booth style that he just had. We're just in the pocket, clinch the back of the head, throwing big punches. I'll let him go punch for punch with Dalcha and see how that goes. This is solid volume, though. Did I play this monkey knife fight line? Let's see. Because they're going to be over. They're going to be over the line, whatever it was. My dashboard. Live. Dalcha Knockout Kings. That's it. I only did him in Knockout Kings. Ooh, big body shot from Dalcha. Oh, beautiful kick from Dalcha too. He basically shin to shin that obviously was a balance issue, but dropped Barriault down. Yeah, I mean Barriault's big. He's a big, tall dude, not overly thick, and his legs aren't tremendous, but he is definitely a taller guy. I mean, I think Dalcha's winning this round so far too. He just can't keep backing up, but I think he's gotten the better of some of these exchanges. Nice big body shot. Chopped him with that leg kick. Bearded, I'm trying to become a member, but I keep getting an error with linking my card and PayPal to Google. I'm going to have to call Google. Well, I very, very, very much appreciate the effort. So hopefully that works out. And thank you very much for trying. And I listen, I say this all the time. Anytime somebody donates and things like that, it's unbelievably appreciated. It really is. I mean, we can't do this. I can't dedicate as much time as I dedicate to this. I got kids. I have a real job, So does Dan. So does Jacob, minus the kids. We can't do this without the support. Like if you guys aren't watching and liking and subscribing or clicking our links and signing up and depositing, we literally just can't do this. I can't dedicate the time that I dedicate to this, which is honestly 20 to 25, 30 hours a week. I can't do that without the support. So thank you very much, all of you. Even if you're just here hanging out, like the stream and make a comment. It's tremendous. So very, very much appreciated. Nice little exchange here while I was thanking everybody. Dalcha's chin is just up. Breathing through his mouth, chin up. That is not a great sign. He is throwing heavy, landing heavy, but he's gassing, chin up, mouth open. That's not great. Barriault doesn't have – oh, my goodness. Barriault doesn't have a ton of power, but he has a good chin, a very good chin. I think the problem with the wrestling way to his win is I think he's exhausted. I think the wrestle his way, that ship sailed. Marc-Andre's head like a brick wall. I agree. I mean, listen, Marc-Andre was my pick. That was my pick. I put Dalcha in my Monkey Knife Fight Knockout Kings because you pick any three fighters and you just need one to get a knockout. So, yeah, Dalcha's live on this card for a knockout. So that's why I threw him in there. But you watch our breakdown. I picked Marc-Andre for this. The pressure. He's more technical and he uses all of his tools. And he hasn't need to use any of the other tools, but he's coming forward. Solid pressure. Great chin. This is probably 1-1 right now. You could give this round to Dalcha, but he's starting to back up, breathe heavy. Oh, he's going to take his time. If I'm Barriault, I don't take any time. Let's go. Let's go. I know Dalcha's tired. I know my scavo hurts right now from the kick, but let's get right back into it. The round's over in 30 seconds. Do not let him recover. Dalcha recovering is a problem. Don't let him recover. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, Bisping basically just said the same thing, that you want to take the time, but you don't want to give them the time. In this case, the way Dalcha's gassing, only 30 seconds left, don't give him the time. Suck it out. Barriault just sitting on some of these too. I mean, Dalcha's letting it fly, and he looks gassed because his mouth is wide open, but I mean, I don't think he necessarily slowed down. Oh, fake the takedown. That's when the overhand right needs to come. That was a tougher round to score. I don't know. What do you guys think? How'd you score that round? It was 1-0 Dalcha going into that round. Is it 2-0? Is it 2-0? Yeah, Brent. Just Big Papa Bo. Dan has family over, and Jacob has a lady over. So just me. And honestly, the only reason I can do this, and I can do this for another hour and a half, the only reason I can do this is because this is when my kids nap. So if they were awake, there's no way my wife would let me sit in here doing this while she takes care of the kids. So you guys are pretty split. Dalcha 2-0, a bunch of 1-1s, another Dalcha 2-0. So you guys are pretty split. I don't know. I really don't know. Jacob texted. Jacob texted that it's 1-1. Yeah, Jacob was like, oh, I could join you for the live stream, maybe. And then he's like, not going to be able to join, grabbing some food. I'm like, are you even going to watch the fights? He's like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, cool. I get it. Can't spend 15 minutes with us for your lock of the week fight. I get it. Hey, man. Hey, man. So some people, they meet somebody and they change. So Jacob's changing. We're watching him evolve. Dalcha looked gassed. He might get finished. He absolutely might. He's breathing with his mouth wide open and his chin is up. His volume isn't changing, though. It's crazy. He looks gassed, but he's still throwing with intent. Dalcha needs more pressure to steal the round with a takedown and get some ground control. I agree. Because the problem is, even if he wins some of these striking exchanges, he's backing up. And you know how judges are. They see somebody backing up and it doesn't go well for you. How many fighters have we seen win a fight just by marching forward, even with less volume and not as effective? So Dalcha needs to either start marching forward, which he's not going to do, but at least mix in those takedowns again. And when you get a takedown, keep it, not lift the dude up with a guillotine for some stupid reason. Yeah, Dalcha's getting touched. I mean, Barriault's chin, this dude needs credit because he's gotten cracked. But he needs, I mean, oh my God, dude, that went directly in his eye. That's 2 fouls. The kick was a blatant accident. This one seemed like an accident as well, obviously, but you cannot keep your fingers extended like that. Oof. Jeez. That was bad. That was really bad. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here because that was legitimately bad. Just listening to what they're saying. Oh, man. Yeah, so you're talking about his accuracy. Let's look at the strikes. 42 of 136. Every strike is a significant strike. Oh, for both of them. Every strike. Did that can't. I mean, every strike is a significant strike. Come on. All right. They taking a point? Probably not. It's a separate foul. Okay. No point taken. He's taking it next time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Marc-Andre came running out. Keep pushing forward, but Dalcha getting that little breath of fresh air can only help him. And Dalcha's, ooh. See, this is what I'm talking about. He's amazing at judo, which technically he is credential-wise, but then he gets the underhook, he gets those positions and doesn't use them. I don't understand. Why are you not using that position? Even if you're not going to get a takedown, why don't you throw your hips in there, get him off balance, and then throw a big shot? He just doesn't use anything else. He's got big power, and he leans on the big power, and that's why in our breakdown I picked Barriault to win. Jacob was correct in Dalcha's got very good judo. He just took a bad shot there. I mean, Barriault's takedown defense was on point, super fast, hips were down, but Lungiambula literally went backwards before he went forward. It was very obvious he was going to drop his elevation and shoot. But why are you shooting? Aren't you national level judo guy? Why are you shooting? Don't shoot. You get these tie-up underhook positions, go from there. So Jacob's read on Dalcha was 100% correct, and that's what we talked about this last night with some of the other picks channels out there. They'll give decent insight. They'll just read the matchup wrong, and styles make fights. Fights come down to styles, and if you're just using a checklist or some sort of point thing, and you're saying, okay, Dalcha has more power. Yes, Dalcha has better. Dalcha's a jiu-jitsu black belt. Great. Dalcha's a judo national level judo guy. Great. Those are all great things. Barriault, good technical kickboxer. Just okay takedowns. Just okay grappling. If you're just looking at those things, and you got to go Dalcha, and that's what Jacob did, and he's not wrong for doing that, except styles make fights, and you just got to – we'll see, and Dalcha could win this decision, so I could be too hard on him, but this is why a lot of these other channels get the picks wrong, because they don't read it right. You can watch the fights, you can take away some technical analysis and think, oh, wow, this person does this well, that well, whatever. You put them together, this is what you're going to get. The read is wrong. And the read on Dalcha was wrong. I'm rooting for him, but that's why I picked Barriault to win. I mean, he just comes forward. He uses all of his tools. Dalcha leans way too much on only the striking, no matter how good his other skills are. He doesn't use them, so they're pointless. They're not even a factor in the equation of if he's going to win, because he doesn't use them. So we had that whole debate last night. We were talking about other pick channels and their reads on things. And a lot of guys out there do a lot of research, put in some real effort, make a nice, put out a nice product, but the results are wrong, and that's because they're reading it wrong. And Jacob seems to have read the Dalcha fight wrong. I did agree with everything he said, but styles make fights. Dalcha's willingness to back up, Barriault's willingness to come charging forward, not a good matchup for Dalcha. This is an awesome fight, though. That was an awesome fight. Ton of fun. Who here played the over on Monkey Knife Fight? Because you hit it. They're 72 and 89. They didn't even work it all in yet. So should be Barriault either I think 2-1. 3-0 would be crazy, but Barriault 2-1 should be the fight. Listen, I could have just been that hard on people getting the read wrong, and then Dalcha wins a split decision, because the second round was close. We don't know what the decision is. The second round was close. Dalcha could have won this 2-1, but I feel like Barriault should win 2-1. It'll be interesting. And Dalcha had success with the takedowns and then didn't use them. So Jacob texted, he had success with the takedowns and completely abandoned them. And so I'm just responding saying he never does. That's the issue with him. Never uses his other skills. Very good everywhere. Only fights in one place. That's why I picked Marc-Andre. RIP lock of the week. Let's see. Dalcha might have won. So one judge gave him 30-27. Listen, Dalcha had 2 takedowns in the first. Dalcha should have won the first round. That's why when they said 30-27, I'm like, oh my God, Dalcha might have won. So I'm 1-0 on my picks. Jakey boy, not so much. I agree. 30-27 was a BS scorecard. And when we had Dean Thomas on our show, I don't know, a couple weeks ago at this point, it was immediately after the Bobby Green fight, where Bobby Green, 2 judges gave him the last round and 1 judge didn't. And we asked him about it. We asked Dean Thomas about that. What do you think about that? Congrats on losing. LOL. Okay, sorry. And we asked Dean Thomas. I was just texting with Jacob. I'm just really trying to rattle his cage right now. I'm annoyed he didn't join us for this fight, so I'm just going on my way to rattle his cage, which is pretty easy to do. Anyway, we asked Dean Thomas about that Bobby Green scorecard from a few weeks ago, and you know, he was like, it's a problem. It's a real problem because you know what? Yeah, people say the right fighter won the fight, which did happen, but that judge will go on and continue to poorly manage judges or poorly judge fights, get the wrong call, get the wrong decision. If you have two of those and they happen to be on the same card doing the same fight, now all of a sudden fights are going the wrong direction. So it'll be interesting to see what happens over time. Dean Thomas's suggestion was just add more judges. If you have 5 judges, you can have one idiot and it's okay. Damn, I thought I played this line on Monkey Knife Fight. Did you play the did you? More seem to have been the play there. The judges have literally been inconsistent anytime fights go the distance. How has nothing changed? Yeah, I mentioned it in the conversation with Dean, how Jersey only uses ex-fighters as judges, which is really nice. Yeah, I mean, again, the correct fighter won the fight, but that one scorecard didn't make any sense. I don't know how you give him the first round. It was a close first round, and then we had a takedown, which made it not so close, and then we had a second takedown, which is like, okay, that wasn't a close round anymore. So that judge will probably say, yeah, he got takedowns, we didn't do anything with him. But he also had some solid exchanges. I mean, you know, he definitely won the first round. So I think it should be Jourdain. Yeah, I mean, I'm literally in the exact same boat. I had Marc-Andre winning the fight. He was my pick. You guys watched the breakdown video. I threw Dalcha in my knockout kings just to give it a whirl because you get 3 fighters. You just need 1 knockout. But yeah, I'm also annoyed at that score. Is this the Patty the Baddie fan club live stream? It absolutely is. I have a nice, I'm going to pull a Jacob, put on a wig, make a whole thing of it. All right, let's see. Yeah, a takedown is a positional advantage. And we got time. Let's pull it up. So here we go. 72 to 89. So there was definitely 2 edits, not by round. There was more volume, 279 thrown, more volume, more landed. Everything was a significant strike, basically. Basically all to the head, some of the body, legs. Control time, 31 seconds, 32. Takedowns, 2 of 5. So they're not even, I mean, they only gave him 32 seconds of control time, even with those 2 takedowns. So, you know, listen, I disagree with the scorecard, but I could see how a judge could at least try to defend himself. The broadcast team's breaking down Brunson and his takedown successes in his last few fights. And I agree. That's the horse I'm riding in the main event, Derek Brunson. Let's see if I have any monkey knife fight on this next fight. Jourdain live. No. No, I do not. Pinblatt, Aspinall. Nope, I got nothing on this fight. So just watch it and enjoy. I think Jacob, no bet from Jacob. Danny boy, no bet from Danny. Nobody, we don't have anything on this fight. No bets, no monkey knife fight. We can just watch and enjoy. Yeah, I said, remember I said last night, Jacob's very streaky. He's either winning or losing, many in a row, but 2 wins and a loss. Listen, it wasn't a terrible pick, and his lock of the week fights are not usually a terrible pick, and that wasn't a terrible pick. He just read it wrong. Styles make fights, and when you have a guy who's hesitant versus a guy who just continues marching forward, using all the tools in his bag, that is what's going to happen. No luck on lock of the week and no lock of the night with his yeah. Can't speak to that. The fact that he didn't join us, though, real selfish. Yeah, it's really telling of his personality. Doesn't take much to figure out who a person really is on the inside, guys. Does not take much. But they got some time to kill. It's an hour and 20 minutes to the main card, and they have what? How many fights left? 3. Jesse, thank you very much for the donation. Very, very appreciated. You've been unbelievably supportive and always have been. You're a real OG. I genuinely appreciate it. And speaking of Jesse, so anybody who knows, all the members here, people who have crowns in the comments, I still owe Perry a card, but all the people who have crowns in the comments, you're a member. You can use the emojis. You get crowns in the comments. And we also will send you a Dan Kramer Tops UFC card. Dan, the other host on this show, fought in the UFC, won in the UFC, so he has his own Tops UFC card. We're basically running out of these. This is actually literally my last one. So Jesse said, you know what, guys? I'll help you out to get people to become members. Jesse went through his stack of cards, sent us a whole bunch, and now all the new members, we send them different UFC trading cards. And it's just, I don't know, a little nice thing to do. And it was incredibly nice of Jesse to send these to us to give to you guys to help grow the channel. So anybody who is a member now that never got a card, whether you've been a member for a week or 6 months, if you have never gotten a card, let me know. Go to wewantpicks.com, scroll to the bottom where it says contact us, and let me know, and we'll get you a card. And Jesse, again, appreciate that. If you don't have a card, let me know. I'll send it to you. I don't know if Perry's in the chat here. Is it Perry? Let me see my notes. I owe somebody a card. I have it written down. Yeah, mail Perry his card. So Perry, I know I owe you a card. I don't think you have any clue how busy things are. So I haven't had a chance, but I will go on Tuesday and mail it to you. Everybody else, if you don't have a card and you're a member, let me know. If you're not a member, become a member and we'll send you a card. So we got Jourdain versus Erosa next. Let me know what you guys think. It's a catch weight because Erosa took this on short notice. My read, I did not like it. I can send it to him. Message me, Angelo. All right, if you don't have a problem with that, I'll send you his address. But I don't want you paying for shipping and stuff. You've already done so much for us. I don't want you to go out of pocket. So my read on this is Jourdain Erosa, 2 good fighters. Jourdain likes to fight in the pocket, keep it dirty. Erosa likes to stay on the outside, touch up from there, but will get sucked into pocket style firefights, which is not good for Erosa. The fact that this is a catch weight tells me Erosa was not in shape, not ready to go. Adding 5 pounds means he probably had to cut 25. So he needed 5 because that's a big cut and it was short notice. So we'll see. Jourdain's the pick here. And once you factor in the weight, that's it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what happens if I click on full profile. Oh, it just takes me to that person's fighter page, which doesn't have much. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, let's go back. What do you guys think? How do you see this going? I see a couple Jourdain. Anybody on Erosa? I think I've only seen Jourdain. What else we got going on here, guys? You have more on this one. I have nothing on this one. More should be solid. What was the line, though? These lines are getting harder and harder, and it's annoying. It's very annoying. Chris is great, but I want him to be, like, bad at his job. I want him to be bad enough at his job where we take all of his money, but not so bad that he gets let go. That's the line that I want. Hoping 2.5+ rounds and Jourdain getting the win. That's what you're rooting for. Sorry, I'm tired. Perry, you're 0-1 on the night because you were on Dalcha. And I owe you a card. I don't know if you were listening. I still owe you your Dan Kramer card. I have not forgotten. I have the note. You have no idea how busy everything is. The amount of time I put into this and then everything else. Let's see. All right. Yeah, no, it's my fault, Perry. I should have sent it already. I just, it's tough. And I fall behind. And I definitely owe a few people cards. We have some new members. So everybody reach out, and I will head over to the post office and get them all out this week. Oh, you're 0-1 on Monkey Knife. What'd you do? Less on that last fight? Hoping for a Dalcha knockout? Here we go. They're doing the intro. I don't know why. Is this not going to update? Let me hit enter here so it updates. You split him, Jesse. You went less more. I hate doing the split, but his lines, I think he's purposely separating them to force the split, honestly. Because his lines are getting really good where you basically have to do the split in a lot of these, which I hate doing. So less for Jourdain, more for Erosa. And you think they'll probably both end in the low 60s, something like that. So let's see what happens. Juicy J. It's freaking hot in my office. I got to figure out some sort of air conditioning situation in here. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's see what we got going on. I've got nothing on this fight. No bets, no DraftKings, absolutely nothing. Actually, no, sorry. I have Jourdain and DraftKings, but no bets, no Monkey Knife fight. Yeah, this will be interesting. Sort of feeling each other out. Jacob needs a loser cake every single day. When you wake up, living the life he lives, the way he lives it, every day is loser cake day. Every single day. Oh, man. Feeling each other out. It's at distance. Oh, Erosa catches the kick. Erosa with the kick catch. And then charge the cage. Good for him. Yeah, they're really feeling each other out here. There was that nice little flurry. It's only been a minute, so a more line should be solid because I think they'll start to let themselves go. Who said that? Who said Erosa was going to grapple? One of us? Did he say it? I don't remember everything that we say, so it's possible we said it. Oh, boy, Erosa's looking sharp. Erosa's looking real sharp. He's like laser point accurate on some of these. Erosa said he was going to grapple. See, this is why you can't let him fight at range. That's why Jourdain's got to get inside, get in close, and fight from there. Letting him fight at range, Erosa can touch you, as he's doing. That's so funny that Erosa said that. He's not going to grapple. Look at him. Zero intentions of grappling. Second time he got a kick. And that's what happens when you just throw a kick by itself. Nothing behind it, nothing in front of it. That's like the third person that said that. Isn't that, did Choi say he was going to grapple against Erosa and then knocked him out? So maybe he's copying that. I mean, Erosa, listen, we'll see what he does because, oh, straight right that wobbled. We'll see what Erosa does later in this fight, if it goes later. But, I mean, he's looking real sharp right now. Just don't know what his cardio is going to be like. He looks big, too. Oof. Yeah, he caught 3 kicks. That's because Jourdain is throwing 1 kick at a time. He throws a kick. He doesn't start the exchange and end the exchange with his hands. You don't end exchanges or start them with a kick. They're always in between strikes or punches. Always. Unless it's like a low leg outside kick and you just blast it, then step away. But even then, you blast it, step away, throw your left hand. You can't just leave it there. And Boss Rutan will, if you ever listen to Boss Rutan break that down, Boss Rutan will go on and on about you don't start or end exchanges with kicks. Jourdain's starting to shove that jab in his face. Oh, he's wrestling. He's wrestling. He's so long, and he's not going to get this takedown here, but he's so long. He barely bent over, wrapped his arms clean around Jourdain's body, and then still got lifted up over past the hips. He is long. Man, Erosa won this round as far as I'm concerned. 1-0 Erosa. We still got 25 seconds left on my clock. What do you guys think? How do you see it? Again, he just does a kick all by itself. This is the second time Jourdain's chin was tested, and it may not end well for him right now. Man, Erosa looks fantastic here. Jourdain's chin not doing great. Jourdain just throwing 1 kick at a time, which are getting caught. His kicks have been caught 3 or 4 times now. Erosa looking pretty good, honestly. I'm glad I didn't put anything on this. Let's see. Well, it's probably going to end up more and more. I mean, Jourdain's chin was tested twice, so you may be less if he gets put out in this round, but 30 and 24 in 1 round. So this next round, they'll probably blow past the line if it's anything like what we just saw. Ay. I should have done this for my media room. Be more comfortable. This chair sucks. I need a new chair. I've been looking at, there's an issue with your tax ID number. What? Wasn't recognized by that tax authority. What is this? Okay. Anyway. Let's see what we got going on. They're both coming out same way they went that last round. Yeah, I mean, Erosa's controlling. Perry, you went more and more. That's why I don't like splitting, because now you're rooting for just both of them to go at it and nobody get finished, where Jesse is rooting for one, pick up the pace, and the other one, okay, you got there, now stop. So splitting, I mean, is necessary sometimes, but I'm not a fan of splitting. Jourdain touched him. Oh, Jourdain touched him again. Several times. Man. Erosa's chin seemed to hold up. Erosa's chin seems to be holding up better than Jourdain's chin. Live betting odds, Erosa's only minus 225. That's so. I would think he'd be a bigger favorite than that. I mean, I thought he was, I don't want to say close to a stoppage, but he basically dropped Jourdain. That's an interesting live betting odds. Ooh. Jourdain, I don't know what that was. Plus 165, Jourdain. Yeah, those live odds, they're not good enough to play, honestly. I guess Erosa at minus 225 is probably really solid. Yeah, Erosa is probably solid at minus 225. Nice. Yeah, this is an interesting fight for sure. Oh, Jourdain absolutely cracked him. The catch weight was because Erosa took this fight on short notice. So he probably was like, I can only take the fight if we do it at 150. I'm not going to be in shape for, I can't cut all the way down to 145. That's how they got to a catch weight. So they reached out to him, said, do you want to fight Jourdain? And he was like, yeah, but I need a couple pounds. So this was a catch weight since the beginning, which is like a week and a half ago, something like that. This wasn't a catch weight because of last night's weigh-ins. Yeah, it makes sense that it would move for Erosa. I mean, honestly, minus 225, that's probably a line that people should have played. He looked good. He still looks good. Yeah, that's what a catch weight is. So a catch weight means it's a weight class that isn't a weight class. So instead of 145, they both can weigh 150. That's what a catch weight is. And 150 is not an actual weight class, so it's called a catch weight. Oh, Jourdain drops Erosa. Dropped him with a nice little pocket hook. And that's what we said in the breakdown, right? That Erosa from the outside is super successful. Jourdain likes to fight inside the pocket. Can he suck Erosa into a pocket fight? So hopefully he'll get back there and do that again. Because on the outside, Erosa's absolutely lighting him up. Oof. This is good. I mean, they're blowing. Sorry, Jesse. They're blowing past the line. This was definitely a more. Definitely a more. I'm just waiting for a big shot from Jourdain now that he had a little bit of success with it. That's a good fight. 99% striking. We had 1/2 takedown from Erosa. Ooh, Jourdain's chasing. Jourdain's, you can just see the confidence coming from him now after he dropped Erosa. Yeah, 1-1 for sure. It just ended for me too. So I agree with Perry. 1-1. What do you guys have it? How do you guys see it? Yeah, that's a good fight. Both those fights were good. The Dalcha fight was good too. So we'll see. Oh man. freaking hot in here. Holy crap. When I'm done here, I'm going to go to Home Depot and get a different fan. That my ceiling fan in here moves. It's like the blades are just flat. It just cuts the air. It doesn't move it at all. It's hot as hell in here. I also have I've got two big lights right smack in front of me. I got this giant monitor in front of me. I've got behind me, I have a server. I do kind of nerd stuff on the side. So I have a movie server behind me, which is cranking. This room just gets so freaking hot. Jourdain's nose is broken. Interesting. I'm going to keep this pinned for the rest of this fight. I did the first 3 fights parlay to go over 2.5 rounds. All right, Jesse, you should get there. Another minute. You should get there. These guys are going at it. Erosa looking for that takedown. He's there. He's super long, so he gets the body locks. It's like he just doesn't know what to do. Look at that, just dragging, and it worked. But just what a pathetic drag that was. Oh, man. It's a good close fight. I think it's 1-1, comes down to this round. So Jourdain got to figure something out. He's just, I would not be, yeah, okay, good. He's abandoning that guillotine, which is definitely the move. So here's where Erosa is interesting, because he was under the hips there, but he shucked it to go behind him, but then did nothing with that. His grappling is not good. And Jourdain's doing the right things. Overhook, coming inside with the other hand. But instead of leaving that leg lifted like that, plant it on the ground, throw your hips out. Like he has that leg lifted so he doesn't get kneed. But if you plant it on the ground, then you can really force the underhook in on the other side and you can square up. And he's out. Oof. I mean, Erosa's fighting to win, man. And probably will win. It was even going into this. He's won the first two, he's won the first 2 minutes. What, Bunquiqui, what do you mean Erosa's eating shots? I see Jourdain eating shots. Getting kneed big time against the cage. Charles Jourdain taken down again. Oh, you're delayed? Gotcha. First monkey fight win of the week in the books. Yep. More was the play. They might hit 100. Oh, Erosa with the sneaky power guillotine. That's called the power guillotine, by the way. Wow. Erosa short notice power guillotine. Wow. Good for him. Glad I didn't bet any of that. Good for him. Anybody have an Erosa bet? Yeah, you got your 2.5 for sure. Wow. Oh, the arm was in there. So it was a head and arm. I thought it was a power guillotine. I didn't see the arm was in there. Wow. That's awesome. So long. So long. Nice job, Chris. I mean, when Jill posted minus 225, the more I looked at that, the more I was like, that's probably a good. I mean, he seems to be controlling. And I thought his cardio would be an issue, taking it on short notice. I dogged him for the catch weight, the extra 5 pounds that he needed, but he got the extra 5 pounds and didn't look tired, so he didn't even need it. I'm surprised. Why'd he even ask? But hey, good for him. That was awesome. What's next? Mccann and Kim. Mccann and Kim next. And is Jack Shore the undercard as well? Oh, no, Jack Shore is next. No, what order? I can't tell what the hell order. This is going in. Is it going up? Yes, it is, because it says Jack Shore pre-fight. Here we go. This will be my first bet of the night. We'll leave this up for now. I did play the Jack Shore fight, a monkey knife fight. Close this out. Oh, you did, Bunquique, you did fight does not go the distance. Nice job. Jacob is feast or famine, my dude. Last week he was up 27 units, something absurd. And this week he might piss most of that away. It's all or nothing with him. All or nothing. And good for him. I mean, it's fun. He enjoys it. We enjoy watching him do it. So good for him. But we'll see. I mean, he's not done yet. What does he still have? He still has Kim wins by decision, Liudvik KO, TKO. Shore and Liudvik does not start round 3. He's got a couple on Darren Till. And then he has Aspinall Spivak under 1.5. So Jacob's still got a bunch of stuff going. And then we got Jack Shore next. Let's see. I'm not 100% bought into the hype just yet. But he should absolutely win this fight. I mean, he should absolutely win this fight. Liudvik is not my pick. I just want to be very clear about that. Jack Shore is my pick. Jack Shore should win. I do have a small little bet on Liudvik for him to win a round. If he wins a round, I win my bet. I got to change how I'm sitting. Oh. If he gets stopped or gets shut out, I lose my bet. I just need him to win a single round. His wrestling is so good, he might be able to do that. Erosa literally said he was going to Darce, and I didn't take it plus 500 sub. I know you can't go by what they say, though, but that is funny. Holy crap. 45 more minutes, or 53 more minutes, and then we got the main card. I will not be here for the main card, just the undercard. I'm out of here basically in an hour. 0-2. What'd you have, Deadly? 0-2 on monkey knife fights, 0-2 on your picks, 0-2 on your bets. Where's the goose egg? And what sucks is there's only 7 fights left, so it's not even like 0-2, but 13 more. We'll get there. Risking, but just won a unit. Nice. Yeah. We're doing live betting on the website. It'll be on the website soon. I just approved the invoice. Freaking everything's expensive, which is so annoying. Nothing's cheap. So we should have live betting on our website soon. So at the very least, it's a nice, easy place for you guys to hang out if you're in the live bet game. Jack Shore and Patty parlay. I think I remember that from the comments. You picks. You had Dalcha and Jourdain in a 2-team parlay. Yeah. The Dalcha fight was much closer than this one. Jourdain had his moments in the second round, but that was it. Nothing in the first, nothing in the third. His moments were in the second. Very curious to see Jack Shore come out here. This is probably the best wrestler he's had to fight. And 1-1 a monkey knife fight is perfectly fine. If you only win half your bets, you still basically double your money. So going undefeated is obviously amazing, but there is plenty of room to lose when you're 2.5, 3-time, 5-time, all of the above on your money. Yeah, listen, I just want Liudvik to win a round so I can get paid. But, I do like, if Jack Shore comes out here, blasts through him, wins by submission, all of a sudden he's 15-0, and it's somebody we're talking about. So I do like, I like getting excited about guys. So, Jack Shore coming out here and doing something amazing would definitely make things pretty exciting. Oh, crap. Sorry to yawn, man. I don't know why I'm this tired in the middle of the day, but it's hot in my office. I'm just sitting here. Yeah, Liudvik seems like a good dude, and his wrestling is pretty dominant. And hopefully, he sticks to wrestling, elbows in, chin down, and doesn't get submitted. This is the biggest. I think this is the biggest odds discrepancy in the entire card. Jack Shore is. Let me pull it up on my phone. Jack Shore is so stupid what favorite he was. Liudvik seems like the odds are ridiculous. I thought they were ridiculous since I agree. What are they now? I'm pulling it up, but you might have it faster than me. Shore's minus 600. Yeah, I mean, that's insane. Minus 600 is insane. And I get he's undefeated. He's fighting a short notice guy who just lost on the Ultimate Fighter. I get all of that. But still, minus 600 is like, no way in the world does Jack Shore lose. But at the end of the day, he is still fighting. You get a guy that's that good of a wrestler, he could just blast through a takedown, just hang out on top, be boring, lay on top of him, and win a boring decision. That's a possible outcome for sure. On the Morono, Zawada, more. This card feels like we're only 2 fights in, but it feels like a more card. Feels like people are going at it. Some solid exchanges. It feels like a more card for sure. What's the line? I don't even remember what the line's at. Yeah, I'm very interested to see this fight. Patty's on the main card, right? Yeah, he opens the main card. So we just have this, and then Mccann, and that's it for the undercard. This will be interesting. It is very early in the day, which honestly, it kind of sucks some of the steam out of it, right? I'm watching fights. I'm enjoying the fights, but not as much as I would if I was upstairs and it was dark out. I'm not a fan of the early cards at all. But when I was living in Connecticut, those were tough because the pay-per-views would start at 10 p.m. And that's a rough start. That means it would end at 1 a.m. if it did the normal timeline. And then, last year we had some cards that were 4 hours instead of 3. So that would be 2 o'clock in the morning, which is just not a reasonable, not a reasonable time staying up that late watching fights. So I'm in Central Time now. It's a happy medium. Pay-per-view start at 9. So 9 to midnight is very different than 10 to 1. But it's also 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and we're a third of the way into a card. That's a little too early. Morono 85 seems high, but what just happened in that last fight? I think the first 2 fights blew past that. 87, 128, 87, 85. So it's not you know how that goes. Some of these cards, it's just knockout, or decision. So yeah, the good part is it'll be over and then you can go out or do, you have your night to yourself. So not every single Saturday night is only fight stuff. UFC South Korea card I watched from 12 to 6. Yeah, I'm not that dedicated. I'll wake up in the morning and watch it then. I'll just avoid my phone when I wake up. Don't check my phone. Immediately go to the DVR. All right, let's see. We got the intro. Looks happy, confident. I mean, I've got nothing on if he wins, if Liudvik wins, I win my bet. If Liudvik wins only one single round and lose everything else, I still win my bet. So at this point, I'm rooting for Liudvik. Let's see. Minus 550, they show it. Yeah, you're saying minus 600. I need this to go over 2.5 to win $40. We'll see. Nothing in this fight would surprise me. Right? Like Jack Shore is so good on the ground. He can get him to the ground, submit him inside of a minute. Or they battle it out and it's sloppy. Or, like Jacob thinks might happen, Liudvik gets a takedown, elbows Jack in the face a few times, and that's it too. So lots of things could happen here. See what happens. Liudvik just standing straight up. Hands wide open. Usually stay home and make money off UFC, but going to hit the town. There you go. I think this is a better series than Muradov, but it's crazy that people still say this is a lock. And yeah, literally nothing's a lock. I agree. I agree. It's a fist fight. Literally a fist fight. Anything could happen. And it could be this, right? A sloppy striking match. Because Shore doesn't want to get taken down and Liudvik doesn't want to be on the ground. See if I have a monkey knife fight here. Let's see. Ooh, I do. I have more. 55 and 39. Let's let it fly, boys. 8 and 0. That's not good. More. Let it fly. He has not landed a single punch. Not great. Not a diss. What'd you say, Bunkwee? Oh. Yeah. Yeah, his locks are real choice. Dude, Liudvik is 0 for 11. I have the more here. 0 for 11. Not great. Wow. Liudvik's the one getting taken down. I'm definitely not going to get my more. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Jack will go more, but Liudvik has 2 strikes in. And unless he just, there you go. There's 3. 4, 5. All right. Come on. More of those. They're so useless. They do literally nothing, but I'll take it. It's interesting that Jack Shore ended up on top. It's so funny. I mean, defending a takedown is much harder to do than executing one. And that's why you'll see very, very good wrestlers on their backs. And just okay wrestlers take them down because they took the shot. They took the chance. They ran through it. All right, 2 minutes left. 14 strikes, 7 strikes. Over's not looking great. You went less, Perry, so you and I are heads up. I'm actively rooting against you. Yeah, less was the play. Less was the play. Literally no strikes for the last 45 seconds. Oh, boy. He just moves so well. Head and arm. He'll get it right here. This is it. Less was the move. Jack Shore by submission was the move. I already lost my bet. I had to throw a little flyer on there. We got a full minute. Wow, he abandoned it from the side. Ah, the cage protected him. But this is why Liudvik needed to shoot. So he could have ended up on top and not on bottom dealing with this. It is a chess match. Well, you didn't get the sub. 30 seconds left. Anything's possible, but they'll probably survive the round. And I wouldn't even know. I don't even know if it's a chess match because Liudvik is just surviving. Yeah, I mean, Liudvik needs to come out next round and shoot so he can end up on top. He can dictate the elbows. And if he gets in a little trouble, then abandon it. But taking your time, getting taken down, that's not good. 20-7. Less is the move. Less is what will happen. I have 55 and 39. 39 is low, and I'm still not going to hit that. Damn it. Damn it. And yesterday I just threw a random plus 3.5 on Liudvik. Had a drink or two last night in the live stream. Said, let's see if he can win a round. Maybe he can. If he wins the next round, I should hit. Thinking of first round sub, that's why I hit less. Yeah, I mean, less made sense. We'll see. Liudvik not landing anything isn't great. I was hoping he'd at least get a takedown or two. They'd be against the cage with some of the pepper shots. All 7 of Liudvik's shots landed were just little like knocks when he was on his back. All little pepper nonsense that don't matter. $62 and 43 less. Oh, you got a worse line than I did, or a better line if you played less. So a lot of people played more if it moved the line up. What? Oh, you got yelled at for fingers open and hands straight out instead of just. Let's go, Liudvik. Pick up some volume here. He's chasing, but shoot a takedown. Get your own takedown. Throw some elbows in. Let's see what happens. Oof. Two and a half rounds. I don't know. See, this is why he needs to shoot his own takedowns. I don't think it'll go 2.5 rounds. How many times can survive? Yeah, he's about to get submitted here. Well, there goes that. All right, he stood up. Yeah, so if you're listening to DC, he said what I said, where Sholinian hasn't shot a single takedown yet, which allows Jack Shore to take him down. And wrestling for wrestling, Jack Shore isn't 1/100th the wrestler that Liudvik is. But when you don't use your wrestling, it gives somebody else the opportunity to use theirs, and that is a legitimate problem. So freaking shoot. It's what we talked about it with Gilbert Burns versus Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is 1,000 times the wrestler Gilbert Burns is. But Gilbert Burns out-wrestled him because Tyron did nothing. And Liudvik just walking forward, not even trying to wrestle, gives Jack the opportunity to do what he wants to do. So take a freaking shot. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you want to win this fight, right? You've been losing doing exactly what you're doing. Why are you not mixing it up? Why aren't you doing something different? You've been losing. You're losing this fight doing what you're doing. Mix it up. And the pick is Jack Shore. The pick was always Jack Shore. But I was just hoping Liudvik would at least get a few takedowns and hang out on top. It's just doing nothing. 2.5 is an interesting one because Liudvik's been able to survive on the ground, but he's also getting, once he gets down there, he's in trouble immediately. What do you mean? You said why? What happens with what? What do you mean? All right. Here you go. Liudvik, drop and shoot. Look at that. Minus 3,000 live odds for Jack Shore. That's probably guaranteed money, honestly. Yeah, it might be more or less. We'll see. We'll see. Liudvik's got 12. So we'll see. Yes, yes, yes. Forward, forward. There's your takedown almost. All right, he shot. He didn't move once he hit the legs, but he got in the legs, so move next time. Still got another round, minute left in this one. I might hit the more. It's unlikely, but 14 strikes. You could have a busy third round. His coaches could be like, you're losing. Go get him. What was the Jack Shore line? 55. I should hit that one. Ooh. More might be the move. Just bite down your mouthpiece and start throwing. Jack Shore is doing such a good job of touching and moving, which is why Sholinian is just behind. Right? He's throwing and Jack Shore is gone. Well, if you think about it, Christian, so the UFC invested all that time and money putting these people on TV, showing them to the world, getting you attached to them, getting you to like them or hate them or whatever. So, of course, they're going to give him another shot in the UFC. Of course. Otherwise, what are they going to do? Cut him loose after they just spent tons of money on marketing and advertising and the show and all that stuff, and then just hand them over to a Bellator, something like that. So, yeah, everybody on The Ultimate Fighter gets a second chance for sure. Because there's plenty of people that, let's look back in history. How many people did not win The Ultimate Fighter that have gone on to have very good careers? Plenty of people did not win The Ultimate Fighter and had really good careers. That's funny. So he won The Ultimate Fighter twice? Really? Yeah, that's funny. He's in shape, but no. No, George. Liudvik did not win the second round. He shot a takedown, but didn't finish it. He did not win the second round, but it was not the beating that the first round was. Brandon Moreno is a great example, and I know you had that too, Christian. But Brandon's a great example. Lost in the first round of the Ultimate Fighter and fought in the UFC before the season even finished airing. And then now he's a champ. All right, Liudvik, let's go. Let's go. Let the hands fly, buddy boy. Give me 20 strikes. Give me 20. You can do 20 in a round. That's nothing. Kicks. Come on, buddy. Just let some hands fly. Something. Oof. Yeah, I mean, Jack Shore is moving really well, side to side, in and out, and Liudvik just cannot keep up. So I knew Jesse Taylor was on Dan Kramer's season of The Ultimate Fighter, Dan, the other host of the show. So I knew the first story about the hotel and all that crap. I didn't know that he even did a second season of The Ultimate Fighter. I had no idea that he did that. I need 20 more strikes out of Liudvik, and I'll hit my monkey knife fight. Let's go. Oof. 3.5 minutes. 20 strikes in 3.5 minutes is not crazy. Jack Shore's going to do it. Damn it. Yeah, this is probably going to be a more or less. Honestly, at this point, I hope Liudvik gets taken down because most of those strikes just came from little pepper crap. Even right here. Just give me little pepper crap. I only care about the strikes at this point. You're not going to win a round. That's gone. Just throw some little pepper stuff. Do I have him in any of my little parlays here? Doesn't look like it. Thank God. No. $21. Jesus, dude. What a bum. 3 minutes left. Come on, dude. Why do they keep breaking these two apart? Let's go. Yeah, thanks, Perry. I'm rooting for me, too. And I didn't know they had another season. I stopped watching The Ultimate Fighter for a while, as did most people, which is why they took it off the air for a few years. Yes. That was a very nice right hand. Now, where's the rest of the strikes? Just crowd them, dude. Just crowd them and throw busy so I can 2.5 times my money, for Christ's sake. Oof. All right, firefight. Damn it. Come on. Liudvik against the cage. Touch his head. Knee him. Something. We're so close to the line. I have 2 minutes left. 22 strikes. The line is 39. Like, we're close. I can get this. I can get this. Let's go. Couple more. Punch him. Just punch him in the leg. Just punch his leg. Come on. 23, 24, 25. Come on, baby. Oof. That was a well-timed kick. It's funny. I think the stats are ahead of me. So I have a minute 17 left. That is a minute left. 23 strikes. This is possible. I hope they do give him more. God, freaking just punch in air. Look at that. What a joke. Look at those strike stats. Absolute joke. Liudvik is horrible. We knew he was horrible. I was hoping his wrestling would be good enough to steal one single round. But yeah, this is why. And to his credit, he took this on short notice. This is a short notice fight. Wow, you sent a leg kick from a week ago, hoping nobody would notice. Good job. Or a head kick. Jesus. Throw, just throw, please, please, please. More and more than 25 times. There you go. 10 seconds left. Missed the line by... Ugh. Come on, just... 25 strikes. 39 was the line. We'll see. They might add some. Jesus. That's frustrating. Half an hour left till the main card starts. Oh, man, that was rough. So, I mean, the pick was always Jack Shore. I don't think anybody disagreed with that pick. I don't know too many people that were running around. Liudvik's going to win. Liudvik's going to win. Jacob threw a little tiny bet on Liudvik KO, TKO plus 900. But that was just for fun. I'm going to take a picture of that bet, send it to Jacob, and just write LOL. How'd you win your 40, Jesse? You split it? How'd you win your 40? All right. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any surprises with this decision. Should be 30-27. Maybe there was a 10-8 in there. I don't think there was, though, but shouldn't be any surprise with the decision. Then we've got Molly Mccann versus Kim. Oh, over 2.5. That's right. It didn't look like it was going to get there for a little while, but congrats. Good job. I love line bets. I love it. Because then you care, it doesn't matter who wins. Jacob should have picked him for a lock. Yeah. Remember he did that a few weeks ago when after he tried to break that really bad losing streak and he picked like a, was it minus, I forget what it was, minus 300 favorite who lost. Oh, it was it Kyler Phillips? Yeah, I mean, we saw that coming. Yeah. My first bet is coming up next. Molly Mccann. Let's go, Molly. Pre-fight. Molly Mccann is my next, my first money line bet here. See how it goes. A little nervous, but we'll see. Yeah, I mean, you would have had to split it. And his lines are getting better. I mean, we might just have to start splitting more. But granted, like how many fights could possibly, you know, in the history of all of this, how many fights have gone 95 to 25, right? If he had a line that said 90 and 20, you know what I mean? Like that would be the only line that you more would work. Or, you know, it's so, or what's he going to do? I guess it could have been, let's put it this way. Even if he did 20 and 20, you guys would have played more and more. Even if it's like, oh, Jack Shore is going to submit him quick, 20 and 20. Everybody still would have gone, I guess more and more that would have hit. But you get my point where, you know, this is such a giant discrepancy that doesn't happen very often at all. But we'll see how many of these lines split tonight and if that's the new thing that we have to do. All right, we got Molly Mccann. That's who I've got a money line bet on her. Jacob's arguing with me in text that he's somehow going to be up units. He lost every one of the Dalcha bets. I'll do the math for him. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Plus he just lost Shore 5. He's down 6.5. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 units left. There's some crazy plus odds in here, but also not. We'll see. I'm heads up with him in this next one. Let's see. Jacob can't handle when I give him a hard time. Why are you jealous? That's what it is. Okay. Bunquiqui. I just hit Sean Bunch from AKA plus 150. Perry put 20 less and 5 more on a lower line for this fight. Oh, so you played both sides of it. Yeah, they do move. Did I play this one? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what I got. Let's see. All right. What do I have left? Short Sholinian. Missed that crap. 39.5. So annoying. I need the less on Mccann at 91. I don't have her in a straight up line, but I do have her in a 3 for 3. Less on Mccann at 91.5. This seems like a more and more night. I mentioned that before, right? It just feels like all these fights are going more and more. So we'll see. Anybody watching, you never done monkey knife fight, you still can. It's not like DraftKings. You're not locked. You still can go play. Just go to wewantpicks.com/MKF. Jump in, get the free money, play with the free money, follow along. I'll be here for a little bit longer, but play some of these lines. See what happens. They let you play the lines up until the fight starts. So unlike DraftKings where you have to do all your picks and then they're all locked in the rest of the night, that's why I actually like with monkey knife fights, I'll wait sometimes just to see how our card's going, because I do believe in like the card karma where, if the first 5 fights are all just absolute bangers, odds are the next few fights will too. There's an energy about it. So more and more might be the whole card. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see. Bearded, I think I might win 120 or 25. I need Mccann and Kim more or less more. I need less on Mccann to win a 5 times. I don't ever do. Every now and then when I'm filming, I'll just throw a couple of bucks on a 20 or 25, but it's just the payout's so huge because it's so unlikely. He did, Peter. Not only did his striking look super crisp, obviously we knew his ground game was good, but his striking looked super crisp as well. His footwork was fantastic. In and out, had Liudvik throwing at air. So I'll hang out for this fight. I'll drop after this fight. If it's 2 minutes, I'm out. If it's 15 minutes, I'm out. So when this fight's over, I'm out of here. So let's hope it's a good one. I'm rooting for the less on Molly Mccann. I need Molly to win, and I need her to win by throwing less than 91 strikes. Very simple. Very simple. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I got her at -115, so those odds haven't moved much. Are there any fights next week? No, Giovanni. Next week is an off week. 0 fights whatsoever. I think we're going to do an interview with Glover Teixeira. We'll see what happens. He might be in Brazil because Alex Pereira is fighting. He has a kickboxing fight in Brazil, and then they just announced he's the UFC signed him. So I think Glover might be with him. But if he's not, we'll put out an interview or two, some stuff like that next week. But no fight stuff next week. Let's go, Molly. Let's go, Molly. I need the less, baby. Oh, Molly cracked Kim. So Kim's clearly got the better movement, wants to fight at range. She does a really good job fighting at range, where Molly wants to get in close, make it dirty, throw big bombs, what she's doing. She's already rocked Kim. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Knock her out. I'll hit both my bets. Molly Mccann money line and the under or the less on strikes. Let's go. Come on. It's my first bet of the night. Start off right. Oofala. Kim's chin is holding up because Molly touched her. I mean, they could blow past this line with this kind of volume. If Kim's chin holds up the way that it did, they absolutely could. And I don't know why Molly is the one who tied up here, and then she's the one who threw her leg on the inside like she's defending a takedown. Throw it. Throw your leg up in the air, jack down on the overhook, and throw your left leg up in the air for an Uchimata. Come on. Oof. I mean, Kim looks a little touched up. And this is what I said, right? I said Molly shoots a stupid amount of takedowns per fight. She doesn't get them all, but she shoots a stupid amount of takedowns per fight. I think she just technically, do they count any of those at takedown attempts? Oh, chaser. Molly. Oh, no. Did Molly get dropped or did she fall? Well, I'll hit my less if Molly. I'll lose my bet, and I'll hit my monkey knife fight less if Molly gets put away here. Jeez. I think it's going under, which that's what I need. That's what I need. It did look like she was dropped, but the camera angle wasn't fantastic. I assume she was dropped the way she went down, but not a great camera angle. Let's see what happens. There's the Uchimata. Stay on the head. Lift it. Lift it. I don't know what. See, here you want to throw your hips in. God damn it. God, that frustrates me. 14 strikes. This is the kind of volume I needed in the last fight. Let's go. Not much happening, which is fine. I need the under on strikes and Molly to win. So, and I'll take just one of those things. I'll take just one. You can tell when I have money and when I don't, like, or on the fights. Like right now, I'm shaking my legs. I'm paying close attention. Where before, I'm just like, not staring at the screen. So sorry for, I'm looking down at my iPad because my freaking laptop, I have like a 2017 MacBook and I'm just waiting for the new ones to come out. Because if I go buy a new MacBook right now and spend all that money, they're literally about to announce the brand new ones like in a month. And I don't want to be the idiot who does that. So I'm just waiting, but this thing is bad. The battery's dying, like fully charged. It's dead within 25 minutes. If I have more than 2 windows open, it starts. I mean, you guys have seen the videos lag every now and then. So I didn't even try to put the fights on my screen so I could be looking at the camera because I don't want to test it out. All right. So this should be Kim 1-0. This should be Kim 1-0, but Mccann did have some success. Sorry, Flora. I don't know where you can watch for free. I'm watching on the ESPN app, so I don't know where else it would be streaming. Kim, yeah, I don't even know what her line was. I don't have this fight as the less. I only have Molly Mccann as a less in a 3-for-3. So I only care what Molly does. And she's at 22. The line was 91. So what the you touch her up. All right. Oh, okay. She did drop, but it wasn't a strike that did it. That makes me a little more confident. So it should be 0-1. The headbutt seemed to change that round. 0-1. Molly is down a round. At this pace, she won't hit the strike line, which is fine. I got the less, baby. It is a good fight. I agree, Canadian. All these fights have been pretty good. I don't think we've seen a bad one. What's funny is when you start to put money on these things, you literally, you literally, you start to see them differently and get frustrated. It can be an awesome fight, and you're on the wrong side of it, and you're pissed. Like, actually, I was a little annoyed at that Jack Short fight. That wasn't a great fight, but it was, he was so dominant that it's impressive, and he should get a ranked opponent next. And instead of being happy for him, I'm just annoyed that Liudvik didn't throw 10 more punches. Bum. A lot of pop-ups, but all pay-per-views. Oh, you were answering the question of where to watch it. Gotcha. All right, let's go Molly. I mean, Kim's got a chin because Molly touches it and it looks like it bothers Kim, but 2 seconds later, she's 100% like fine. Like right there. Molly just cracked her with a nice right. Kim's head went flying back like this, but then she's just right back doing what she's supposed to do. Didn't take her out of her rhythm. Maybe she's got like a weak neck and her head just completely reacts to what happens to it, but it almost looks worse than it is. Let's go, Molly. Nice, Molly. Boy, Molly, I didn't realize it was a headbutt. That first round would have been very different if the headbutt didn't drop her. Boy, she's doing real well, Molly is. That step in overhand right. Bang. It's landing every single time. Molly's tough. Damn, dude. Molly's just like, let's brawl. Stomping forward, calling her in, throwing bombs. I'm out of here after this fight, guys. So if you're watching, you're not a subscriber, click subscribe. Be super helpful. I'd appreciate it. We put in a ton of time and effort, and watching our subscriber count go up, you don't know how much that means to us. So if you're watching, hit subscribe. And I'm dropping after this fight. It's the middle of the day, and I have responsibilities. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, this is Mccann's round. I don't know why she's doing spinning nonsense, but this is her round so far. It's only 2 minutes in. I'm worried she might go past the line now. We're halfway through the fight. She's under the line, but the first round did have some grappling in it, which slowed it down. So she might get past the 91 line, which would be bothersome. As long as she wins the fight, then I'll be good. Come on, just put Kim away. Come on. She's feeling the range out and just looking for big shots. And she's having success. I mean, Molly McCann's not the cleanest striker in the world, but she comes forward and she's landing with the big overhand. And now she seems to be leaning a little too much on the power, because she just threw a big left too. And that's what happens. You get touched a little bit, or you do some touching, and then you start headhunting. Nice. I mean, Kim does have a chin, because Molly's hitting her and hitting her hard. And Kim is just right there. Molly trying to mix in elbows. Let's see. Did Dan have any bets on this? No. All his bets are main card. Ooh. 60 for Molly McCann. Man, she's going to blow past the line, isn't she? This might be my first loss losing Monkey Knife Fight week. We'll see. We will see. 91 was just so many. But they are going at it. I thought there'd be more wrestling from Molly. But she's having so much success on her feet, she doesn't need to, so why would she? But tell you what, I'll lose the Monkey Knife Fight and win the Molly McCann moneyline bet. I spend more money. A unit for betting and a unit for Monkey Knife Fight are very different things for me. Monkey Knife Fight units are $10 because you triple every time. So I just do $100, 10 fights a week. Super easy. Bets, it's definitely more than 10. So I'll lose Monkey Knife Fight to win the bet if those are my options. Nice. End up on top. Good. Just hang out there. All right. She's definitely going to blow past the line. I need like 20 strikes. I mean, first of all, I need a stoppage immediately. The line's 91. And they're both at 64. They're identical in strikes. 1-1 Molly. Let me know if you guys agree with that. Also, yes. Kim's chin is tough. I hope Molly decision. I mean, I didn't bet specific for a decision, but I have that money line bet on Molly. So rooting for her. See what happens. Hopefully she got that little sloppy takedown there. Hopefully she shoots another one. Yeah. David Ramon. Welcome. All right, guys, I'm out of here in 6-7 minutes, whatever the hell it is, when this fight's over. So as soon as the fight's over, they announce the winner. I'm out. I'll see you. Adios, muchacho. It is a very good fight. They're going at it. Molly McCann, if you didn't see the first round, spent a good amount of it on the ground, but that's because they clashed heads and she got dropped. So they ended up in like a weird ground situation. Come on, Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. I need her to win this fight. I mean, Kim is very self-aware and good for her because she came out. She knows it's an even fight, and she's throwing way more than she did in the last 2 rounds. Ooh, Molly absolutely cracked her face. So why is Molly backing out so big like that? Just step behind her, get a takedown, and hang out on top for a break and an easy round win, and then you're not going to mess with my strike line. 21 strikes, and I lost monkey knife fight, which, I mean, we're destined to do that. 4 minutes, 21 strikes. She's not Liudvik Sholinian. Oof. Dude, she is cracking Kim. Cracking her. And Kim just takes it. Yeah, grapple. Grapple. Shoot. Come on. What are you doing? Shoot. She's just headhunting because she is having success hitting the head that now she's headhunting. This decision will be an interesting one because this round, Kim is definitely the busier, the bouncier, seems to be doing a little more, but McCann's the one coming forward. Yeah, I agree it's going to go more and more, but we have 3 minutes left. I mean, it's probably going to go more and more. God damn it. Can't catch a break. This will probably be, I mean, I still have a bunch more monkey knife fight plays too, but this would be the first week I lose. Yep, the lock of the week lost. I don't know how he's going to be tomorrow. I have no idea, but the lock lost. It was a good fight. It was a close fight. The lock absolutely would have won if he just had a little more volume. He was just kind of taking his time, backing up, waiting. What else is in your 25? 25 is 6 for 6, right? So we've only had 4 fights. What other fights do you have in there? Yeah, you too, Perry. I'm going to be dropping here in a few minutes, guys, as soon as this fight's over. 86 strikes. 2 minutes left. Definitely going past that 91 line. If there's a takeaway from this, it's that Chris Riley's strike lines are freaking amazing. Boom, boom. Yeah, I mean, Molly McCann will win, so I hit my money line bet there. Hopefully. Why? You think Kim will win like a BS decision? Because I think Molly definitely won the last round and seems to be winning this round. I mean, Kim's got a little more volume this round, but Molly's still charging forward. Seems to be landing the more meaningful shots. Come on. All right, well, there goes my strike line. There it is, 91. Goodbye. Lost it. God, man, that killed a 3 for 3. Jesus, so annoying. So annoying. Give it. Mccann, Shore, Kim, Erosa, Jourdain, Barriault. Oh, so you had some people from the same. So this is it. Because you had some people from the same fight. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, there goes the line. I lost monkey knife fight, but I should win my bet, which, like I said, I am perfectly fine with that. What the hell just happened? It just disappeared. There we go. Oh, sat down on it, which I'm perfectly fine with because I'd rather win a bet than a monkey knife fight line, frankly. All right. See what this decision is, and then I can LOL Jacob, since he bet Kim to win by decision. And I had money line on Molly Mccann. As soon as they announce this, I'm out of here, guys. So ahead of time, have a nice weekend. Enjoy. We'll see you next week for something. No fights next week, but we'll put out some content. We'll figure something out. Hopefully we'll get an interview or two in. We did that our last break. That went well. So we'll see. So Jacob will be down 7.5 units after this. Let's see. They haven't announced it yet. We'll see. See you, Jesse. Nick Lee, what happened was they're just going at it. That fight ended with them just absolutely pounding away. It was a good fight. They both went at it. But Molly stepped up. There we go. Meatball Molly. All right, guys. See ya. Thank you so much. We'll do something. We'll do some more content this week. Adios.